What's up, everybody? It's Josh.
It's your boy Brandon.
We're going to do week 1 of the top 25 matchups for college coming up, starting Thursday, August 29th. And we're just going to kind of go. We're going to have a running tally throughout the season and see who ends up at the end of the year with the better record. Brandon, I'll let you start it off.
All right, let's get it going. Thursday, we start off with Western Carolina versus NC State. I think that one's an easy one. I'm going to go with NC State on that one.
I'm going to follow you and go NC State as well. That's pretty cut and clear.
I think that's an easy one. For the next one, we got Murray State versus Missouri. I'm going to have to go with Missouri on that one. Now,
Okay.
John Morant might not be happy about that decision or that pick, but got to rock Missouri.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even going to be close. Missouri's going to kind of take that one out of its heels. And obviously, we didn't do Florida State because that already happened, but it's fine.
I would have picked Georgia Tech.
I would have picked Florida State, so we'll just go ahead and say I'm in the negative. So
I would have went my heart. All right, next one we got Linwood versus Kansas. I don't know who Linwood or where Linwood is, so I'm going to definitely go with Kansas on this one.
Yeah, I got to take Kansas as well. Definitely got to take Kansas.
Yeah.
Lindenwood, no clue. Never heard of you.
Southern Utah versus Utah. I see it's a battle of Utah out here. It is at Salt Lake. I'm going to be honest with you. I picked Utah to be in my top 4, so I'm going to have to go with Utah on this one. I'm not losing.
I also picked Utah to go pretty far, so I'm going to take Utah as well, and that wraps up our Thursday games. Going to Friday.
There's only one on Friday. Looks like it's Temple versus Oklahoma. Not sure how Oklahoma's going to do. I could see this, I'm going to be honest with you, being one of the random upset games for week 1 if there is going to be one. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to take Temple on this. I'm going to go on a limb here.
I was going to take Temple for an upset, but I'll go Oklahoma. We'll go that way.
This might be my loss here, but it's all right.
It's fine.
Now, this one I know is not college game day, but this one is a big game. We got Clemson versus Georgia. I think it's going to be a really good game, and I'm really torn. I don't really know how good the Clemson quarterback's going to be. I know Georgia's pretty seasoned, and they didn't lose a whole lot of people. So I'm going to have to go with Georgia on this one, but I do think it's going to be a closer game.
I'm going to take Clemson.
Okay.
I can just see I have Georgia losing one game throughout the whole year, and why not get it out of the way?
That's fair.
And have Clemson take that one over. It'll be, I mean, obviously it's in Georgia. It's going to be a tough atmosphere, but I'm going Clemson on that one.
Okay. I like that one. I like that. All right, we got another game. We got Penn State versus West Virginia. This one I'm kind of torn on too. I know if I was talking to Pat McAfee, he would be really pushing for West Virginia on this one. But I don't know. It is at West Virginia, so that's going to be a great atmosphere. They're going to have home field advantage.
Yep.
And I don't know how I feel about Penn State, but I'm torn between this one. But I'm going to have to rock with Penn State on this one. I think they're going to get the dub on this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to take you up on that, following you right behind you at Penn State, because there's probably a talent pool discrepancy there.
Yeah.
So, let's pull Penn State for that one.
Okay. All right, next one is going to be Illinois State versus Iowa. Again, is Illinois State even an FBS score, the FCS? So I'm going to have to go Iowa on this one. I know they didn't have an offense save their life last year. I hope they fix it in the offseason, but I'm going to have to go with Iowa.
With Iowa's zero offense, I still like their chances against Illinois State. So that's what we're going with, too. This is going to be a fun one. Chattanooga and Tennessee.
I don't know. It's going to be a fun one. It's at Neyland Stadium.
Yeah, because Tennessee's going to blow them out the water. That's why. It's going to be a fun game to watch.
Oh,
yeah.
I definitely feel like this is going to be a blowout. I'm going with Tennessee on this one.
Yeah, cool. I'm following right behind you with Tennessee. You know, they're my latest dynasty rebuild on NCAA. So
you said Tennessee is?
Yeah.
I didn't know dynasty.
It's not a rebuild. I did Coastal Carolina for 10 seasons. I don't want to hear it.
Did you skip seasons?
No, I did not. I played every freaking game.
That's a lot of seasons.
Yeah, it's a
lot.
lot.
You should have a beard and gray hair and all that right now, man.
Yeah, you know, it's finally won a natty. It was hard. That was hard. So, you know what? I'm going for a cake rebuild. It's fine. But next rebuild, I'm pulling in Team Builder, and I'm going to use UD.
Okay.
So we're gonna take UD to the promised land, moving to FBS.
I like that. All right, South Dakota State versus Oklahoma State. I will say this. I think South Dakota State made it last year to the FCS championship game against Montana. So I don't think this is going to be a slouch game, but I definitely don't see Oklahoma State losing it. So I'm going to have to go with Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the same thing. You know, South Dakota State's not a slouch in the FCS.
Yeah.
But this is big boy ball.
Yeah, it is.
Pulling Oklahoma State for that one. I just don't see it happening. But, crazy crap can happen. And moving on, probably the most entertaining game I'm going to watch.
It is going to be an entertaining game to see how all the Ohio State Buckeyes play for the first time, seeing them in the, like Will Howard, seeing him in the scarlet and gray. So that'll be interesting. But we got Akron versus Ohio State is what we're referring to. I'm going to Ohio State on this one. I think it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah, it's not even going to be close. I mean, Ohio State's going to blow out the Zits. It's not even going to be a contest.
No.
So, yeah, obviously, Ohio State.
Yeah.
It's not even going to be a contest.
All right. Let's move on to Colorado State versus Texas at the 3:30 game. I will say, after watching Colorado State against Colorado last year, they are quite an intriguing team. Very physical. I do think this is going to be a close game in the first quarter.
I can see that.
But I think Texas is going to take the lead and not look back. So I'm definitely going Texas.
I would agree with you. I'd also say, Colorado State's quarterback, I seen something a couple weeks ago, maybe just a week ago. He turned down a good chunk of money. I don't know the exact amount, but a good chunk of money to stay at Colorado State. Not sure what his option was on transferring, but I probably would have taken, it was at least over $500,000.
It was $600,000.
Yeah, I was going to say, I knew it was a substantial amount of money. I would have took it. Yeah. Sorry, Colorado State, you're not winning nothing. So Texas. Going Texas on this.
And it was actually his quarterback and the wide receiver.
Yeah, and the receiver. I wasn't sure if it was a receiver or running back.
I admired him for it. I definitely admired him.
Yeah, I mean, I like a loyal guy, but, that's just, you're getting a little over $500,000 thrown in your face. Bye.
Yeah, you're set up for a little bit.
I'm gone. Ooh.
This one's a tricky
Miami
one.
And Florida.
And it is at Florida, something to keep in mind here. So it is at Gainesville. So I am curious how this one's going to go.
Florida's not ranked, but it doesn't matter. Still Florida.
These pre-rankings for week 1, are kind of interesting. They're kind of going off things. I mean, we saw Florida State, right? Last week in week 0, ranked number 10, and then they get upset by Georgia Tech. So these rankings don't matter, but they do matter. So I definitely think Miami has a lot to redeem themselves on last year with those few, close scoring games. That one game that they lost, they shouldn't have lost. So I think that if they turn the tides, they're going to be a really good team there. And a lot of people are predicting they're going to win the ACC. So
I can see it.
I'm definitely going to have to go with Miami on this one still.
I'm gonna take Florida. I always like the underdog on that. So and Florida's not a slouch. It's at Florida.
It's only a 2.5 spread there, so it's not much of a spread.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with my gut and take Florida. Old Timmy Tebow's on mater,
Oh, Timmy Tebow. Ooh, and this is a late game.
Yeah, I was gonna say moving on here from the 3:30 games to the 7 o'clock window.
Western Kentucky got a late game with Alabama. Wow, good for them.
Yeah.
I don't see it being a competition. I mean, it spreads at 31.5.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go Alabama. I think they're still gonna be a powerhouse. So I'm Alabama for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'd love to see Western Kentucky pull it out, but it's not going to happen. Have fond memories using Western Kentucky on NCAA 14 revamped, and I'll have to use them at some point soon on 25. But, yeah, I'm going to have to pull for Alabama on that one as well. It's just I don't think it's going to be much of a contest.
They have a pretty cool mascot, too, going back to Western Kentucky. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's, what's his name? I'm blanking on it.
I'm blanking on it. Big red dude or something like that.
It's big red dude, and I
don't know what it is, but I just remember that mascot all the time. Moving on, the other 7 o'clock game, we got Furman versus Ole Miss, and it's going to be at Oxford, Mississippi. Again, I have Mississippi going pretty far this year. I think they're going to be a dominant team. I think Jackson Dart's going to have that team.
Yep.
Lane Kiffin's going to have that team going on all cylinders. So I'm going to have to go Ole Miss on this one. I don't think it's competition.
I got Ole Miss going all the way.
You do.
So I'm obviously taking Ole Miss on this. Furman, sorry, never heard of you. It's going to be a blowout. I can easily see the starters being benched at halftime. So
for sure.
It's, going Ole Miss on that one.
UT Martin.
UT Martin.
Where's that at?
I don't know. Texas, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking. I've seen him before, but I don't see him beating Kansas State. Again, this might be one of those random upset games that we don't even know about. Who knows? College football is college football, so it's crazy.
It's possible. I don't think it's likely.
No, not for this one.
Yeah, so you're taking Kansas State?
I'm taking Kansas State.
I'm going to follow with you on Kansas State. I've never heard of UT Martin, so, it's pretty safe to assume they're garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Idaho and Oregon.
Idaho and Oregon. Well, considering everybody's talking a lot and talking high on Oregon, I'm going to have to go Oregon on this one. Good for Idaho getting to play a 7:30 game at Eugene, Oregon at that stadium. That's pretty cool.
7:30 their time or our time? That'd be our time.
Yeah, our time.
So it's still a day game there for them. Yeah, but still,
it's on. Is it? That's true. That's a good point.
Or that's actually true. I don't know. I don't know how they do it on here.
It don't look like it has anything. Who knows?
Oh, okay. Well, you're taking Oregon.
Yeah,
I'm taking Oregon as well, so we'll go with that. Our first ranked versus ranked game, I believe.
And this is college game day. This is going to be college game day this week.
Yep.
Let's go.
So, yeah, Notre Dame, Texas A&M.
Johnny Manziel. Do you think Johnny Manziel will be the guest picker this game for college game?
Yeah, he could.
Could be.
I don't know.
Who they're going to get? Who knows? They get some wild people. This one's a toss-up. I definitely think there's going to be some Notre Dame's going to take some losses, but they gotta win a lot of these, especially these ranked games, to even get into the college football playoff. Not having a conference. I'm going to have to go Notre Dame on this.
Okay, I got Notre Dame losing 2 games this year.
There's one of them.
So this is going to be one of them.
I
think Texas A&M is going to take them.
It is at Kyle Field, so
I like their offense. They're a solid team pretty much all around. They're not slouches.
No.
Texas A&M's going to be a good team. I don't have them making the playoffs, but I have them doing pretty well this year. So that's going to be a ranked win they get.
And the spread's 3, for Texas A&M. So it's
Yeah. So we'll take that on there. Ooh.
The team up north.
We don't give a damn about the whole state of Michigan, but they're going to be Fresno State. So.
I don't know who the quarterback is from Michigan. Who knows?
Yeah, probably what's his name?
I wouldn't call this a
Orbajobi. I don't know.
I wouldn't even call this a toss-up, for sure game. Like you said, this might be one of those where Fresno State holds Michigan pretty close for the couple halves, but no.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think Michigan will do pretty well. I think it'll be maybe close for the first quarter, but unfortunately, I think Michigan's going to pull this one out.
Yeah, I agree. I'll have to take you up on that. And then 10:30 game, pretty late game. Let's see, New Mexico versus Arizona in Arizona, so it's probably like an 8:30 game there. Yeah, I'll let you take this one. What are we thinking?
I think I'm going to have to go to Arizona on this one.
Yeah, I can see it. New Mexico already lost once, so...
Yeah, they lost earlier last week, so I definitely agree, though. I think they got a lot to redeem after last week's loss, but
dude,
Arizona for sure on this one.
Yeah, I'm with you. Look at that. Tickets as low as $5. I'd be cool to go
out to Tucson, Arizona for a game room?
Yeah, I got vacation. Let's do it. Moving on to the
Sunday. I like this one. This is a good matchup.
Yeah, this is a good one here.
And it's at Allegiant Stadium. Wow.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where you go on this one because I know what I'm thinking. I'm just curious on how you feel.
I think our Lincoln Riley is going to have some issues replacing his buddy, his quarterback. I don't think he's going to get somebody like Caleb Williams. I don't know how that offense is going to run. They have questions around defense. Hopefully they fix it this offseason, but I definitely got to go with LSU on this one. I think Brian Kelly's going to have this team running on all cylinders.
I got you. I'm going to take USC.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take USC, not because I like USC, and definitely because I do not like Caleb Williams. Mm-hmm. I know he's gone, but still, I don't know. Something about that guy irks me. I don't know. I'm just feeling the Big Ten win right there.
Oh, yeah, it's true. They're Big Ten now.
Yeah, they're Big Ten. Big Ten's going to be interesting this year, just on how it goes, because now there's not split into 2 conferences either. So technically, here's the thing that could happen. Could, potentially. I don't have this in my bracket, but technically, Ohio State could play Michigan 2 back-to-back weeks.
They could.
Because in the conference championship and then their regular season, always last game, obviously.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. It's going to be cool.
They could do 3 times. I mean, college football playoff. Michigan's good as
It's going to be interesting. But I'm going to pull for USC for a Big Ten win on that.
I like that one.
Last game of week 1, Boston College and Florida State. Florida State, are they still actually currently ranked 10?
I mean,
is that what they're still currently ranked?
Who knows? They're going to make a lot of changes to it, considering it was week 0. So, I still this one's a toss-up too. I think Boston College is not a slouch team. I think Boston College is a good team, and
it's an ACC battle as well. So
yeah, I definitely think Florida State needs to rebound themselves. So that's where I'm kind of tossed up. Florida State got to respond, but
yeah,
I'm gonna have to go Florida State on this one. I'm really wanting to pick Boston College. I think this one may come down to the last quarter again potentially.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Boston College on this one just to take the upset. You never know. I know Florida State, Boston College. Florida State's a way better program, but the way FSU played last week, yeah.
I have to agree with you on that.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. So that's what I'm going with for now. Is Florida State probably going to win? Yeah, but you never know. And, that could be a little point for me because we're going to do a little score system, Like I said, at the end of the year, we're going to see who ended up scored best. And I don't know. We'll come up with some kind of punishment for the loser. I don't know what. It's not going to be nothing too crazy, but we'll figure out something. So I think that's a wrap for this segment.
Yeah. I think there's enough separation in our picks, too, like you said, to maybe get some separation going on here.
Yeah, some stuff could happen, You never know exactly how it's going to go down. NC State's quarterback could tear his ACL. You never know. I hope not, but you never know. And what if Western Carolina ends up takes them down? You never know.
You never know. It's crazy things. But definitely stay tuned for our recap on what results were.
Yeah, so we're going to do for week 2. We're going to go over our results, see who's ahead, and then we're going to go into our week 2 predictions. Obviously next week.
Yeah.
So anything in closing?
No.
I think we're good.
I think these are strictly unconventional takes. So.
Strictly unconventional. That's the name of the game, right?
Yeah. So
nice hair.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, everybody, have a good one.